Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot. I'm just back to do some live readings for the new moon in Pisces on Saturday. So I'm going to wait and see if there's anybody coming up here. This is terrible. Sorry, this lighting. Hey, Journey, how are you? Sorry, I was sitting outside and I got called to do this reading, but the lighting in here is absolutely terrible. So, oh no, I'm Virgo. I'm Virgo too as well. And things haven't been easy. Hi, Susan. Hi, Chelsea. Hi, Tammy. Yeah, this is great. So people are there. That's good. Beautiful day. It has been a beautiful day. It's just gone a little bit cold there. Hi, Sheila. Nice to catch me live. Yeah, I hope it is. Like I say, I haven't, they just downloaded some stuff to me and said that I had to come on here and do it. So that's what I'm doing. I always do what I'm told. Right. Okay, so there's a few people here. The first thing I want to talk about as well, because obviously, like I say, this is the Pisces moon that we have on Saturday, isn't it? Yeah. And Pisces is all about emotions and everything like that. I pulled a card this morning from an oracle deck, and I put that on Instagram and Facebook. So any of you who are on Instagram and Facebook, you will have seen it. And what it was the picture of a woman who was solitary. She was at the beach. She'd gone to the beach to release, to be by herself and to be alone as well. So I really feel that this moon is asking us to have some time by ourselves as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk a little bit about what they've said this moon is about. I'm then going to do readings for earth signs, air signs, fire signs and water signs. Okay. So basically what I feel with this moon, I feel what we should expect. Okay. Because when we just suddenly get our feelings, we can panic, or why am I feeling like this or something like that. But I feel that there is a little bit restlessness is going to come in with this Pisces moon if you haven't already felt it, okay? I don't know, I've been on a bit of a roller coaster, which has been quite bizarre. So yeah, but there's also inspiration coming as well. This is it. We're going to feel inspired. It's sort of, things that we believe in might be strengthened. Our convictions might be strengthened. So it's very, I want to say wishy-washy, okay? Now, wishy-washy usually means it's diluted. This isn't diluted in any way, this Pisces moon, okay? There's going to be some quite strong feelings come up. So be prepared for them, okay? Forewarned is always forearmed. Sit with them. Allow them, okay? This is what you need to do. Don't try and get rid of them. Don't try and mask them in any way. They are coming up for a reason, because what this moon is wanting us to do is to have a look at the old wounds, the deep ones. Pisces is all about going deep. It's like the mystic, the artist of the deck. I love Pisces, and it's all about, if you think artists, I love artists. I'm drawn to artists. I was an artist myself, but we very rarely do small talk. We go deep and we delve and we like to uncover things, okay? We don't just do what's on the surface. I done a reading for somebody the other day who actually has a spiritual place on this island, and the next day I spoke to her and said, how was that? And she said, I've had readings before, she said, but I felt like you were just like taking layers and layers and layers off my soul. You were diving right deep. And I was like, yeah, that's what I do. I don't paddle in the shallow end at any time. So like I say, this is what I feel this moon is bringing up. And what it's doing, why it wants us to address these old wounds or to go deep and almost clean them out, which can be painful. I mean, if you fall over and you scrape your knee or something, it's actually the cleaning it out, that is it's not very pleasant. But this is what we've got to endure in order to get this cleaned and then to heal, okay? So it's almost like I feel some of us are being presented with lessons that we should have learned in the past, okay? Things are coming round again, and we're like, it might be a different time, a different person, a different scenario or what, but it's the same at the bottom of it, okay? So this is what it's saying. It's time to get off that roundabout. This roundabout is making you seasick. So it's asking you to look at what it is, what lesson should you have learned, but you haven't, and how do you now say, right, okay, this is the end, you know, I am actually not going round and round, I'm making it like a spiral, and I'm off, you know, I'm sick of going round and round and experiencing the same thing again. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. It's almost like they're saying there, have you finally learned your lesson? Okay, so this is what they're wanting us to address. They're also wanting us to trust as well and be truthful with ourselves and with other people as well, because trust is the biggest thing within any relationship. This is the relationships with others, but most importantly, the relationships with ourselves, okay, and with spirit, they're saying there. So when we trust spirit, you know, when we trust ourselves, this is when we can live honestly and authentically. It's almost like standing there with our hands out saying, show me what you've got, you know, and I've had to do that myself this week. It's been like, you know, what do you want me to do? You know, I'll do it, because it's almost like I don't know, you know. So this is, like I say, this is where the restlessness, the little discomfort is coming in. But I really feel after this moon, once we experience this, if we look for the signs as well, and if we take on board what is being shown to us, you know, we can then start, you know, like off this roundabout, and we can then get back and sort of find our balance again as well, okay? So it's almost like we need to trust, we need to surrender as well. Some things we may need to sacrifice, and we need to accept how things are now. Okay, yes, we want change. I was talking to somebody this morning about how positive thinking can be dangerous, because what a lot of people think is like, oh, well, I've just done a vision board, or I've just prayed, and that's fine. That's all I have to do. That is absolute baloney, okay? It's not, because we need to take action as well. And what we need to do is, yes, think positive, because everything always ends up how it's supposed to be. It might not be how we want it to be, but it always ends up how it's supposed to be. So what we need to do is understand that, you know, sometimes a little bit of negativity is there to show us that something isn't right, or to detour us onto a different path, okay? So I always say this, that negativity is sometimes as important as the positivity, because without it, we would just sail along thinking everything was all sunshine and rainbows. And, you know, unfortunately, even in Tanya world, you know, in Tanya world, it's all unicorns and stuff. But even in Tanya world, things aren't all sunshine and rainbows all of the time. But when the negatives come, it's like, right, okay, what lesson or what gift is in this negative for me? Okay, so this is what's coming through. I also, well, I actually marked something down here, so sorry, just while I find it. I want you to be very aware of how you speak to people and how you treat people, okay, over this next coming week or fortnight. This is also how you treat and speak to yourself, okay? And they brought into me the 4 agreements here, and I don't know if anybody has, I'll briefly run through them, but I don't know if anybody has experienced the 4 agreements, or anybody who lives their life by them or whatever. But to me, they are actually, I think, 4 of the most important things within life. This last couple of weeks, there's been a lot of things said and done that I've witnessed, not always to me, but I've witnessed, and it's almost like people attacking because they are feeling bad, you know, people who are saying they're leading a spiritual path. You know, we've been looking for a house and putting posts on certain social media pages, and basically just abuse, you know, people, and it's like, where do people get off on that, you know? So the first thing is, with the 4 agreements, is what was it? Where's the first one there? Be impeccable with your word, okay? And it says, speak with integrity, say only what you mean, You avoid using the word to speak against yourself or others, and use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love only. Okay, so if you have something to say, if you don't agree with what somebody is saying, think to yourself first, is it worth me trying to change their opinion? Am I just wanting to be right here? Because it's more important to be happy than it is to be right. And sometimes, we can't change other people's opinion. So sometimes it's easier just to let it go, If we're standing in our truth, impeccable means to live without sin. Impeccable, it's without sin. So this is have no badness. Our words are spells. So when we are speaking, whatever we are putting out of our mouths goes into the world. And this is also when we talk about ourselves. It's like, oh God, I'm useless. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm a right knacker. That's usually mine. And that isn't good, because that is what I'm putting out there, and that is what I will get back. And some people, we have all of these keyboard warriors who say all these things, yeah, would they say that to somebody's face? Some people will. So I really feel this is about, treating yourself kindly with your words and your thoughts, treating others kindly with your words and your thoughts, and also being aware of how your words can affect another person. Okay, so we might just say it flippantly because, we're having a bad day or we're pissed off, but them words can stick. There's an old saying, it says, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. And that is absolute bollocks, absolute bollocks, because to me, words are very, very powerful. And I work with people every day, myself included, okay, who actually go back to old words that were said to us, old words that did damage, old words that cut deeper than any stick or stone would have done, and they are still imprinted on the inside of our skin. So be very careful what you're saying to somebody else, because that could actually really hurt them. So I really feel that we need to do this over this next coming weeks. The other thing with the 4 agreements is don't take anything personally. Nothing others do is because of you. What others say or do is a projection of their own reality. So if somebody gets pissed off at what you're doing and you haven't gone out of your way to piss them off, then, there's no need to apologise. It's either because they are making a projection about something, they are feeling threatened in some way as well, and if we are in our centre and we are in that good place, then other people's actions can't affect us emotionally, okay? So this is it. That isn't us being selfish and not being aware, aware of other people, but it's, other people can make assumptions, they form opinions of us, and nobody has walked in our shoes, okay? So we haven't walked in anybody else's neither. So really, this, I think, is saying, try to let go of judgment. We all want to be safe here, and people will have different beliefs to ours, and we could feel threatened if, they don't think the way we do, or they could feel threatened if we don't think the way that they do as well, But when somebody gets angry with us, it's about their stuff, not ours. So it's in some way we're challenging their belief system, or they are challenging ours, okay? So it's like I say, if you need to apologise, but don't feel that you have to because somebody has taken you or something that you've done in the wrong way as well. The other one is don't make assumptions. And this is saying, find the courage to ask questions and express yourself clearly. When we communicate with others as clearly as we can, this will stop us having drama and conflict in our life and needless suffering as well. We can transform our life with this. We do not know what somebody else is thinking, okay? We don't. It doesn't matter how spiritual you are, how much work you've done on yourself or whatever, we do not know how that other person is feeling, and, that is their truth. People live in their truth, we live in ours. There's always 3 sides to the truth. There's theirs, ours, and the truth, okay? So like I say, so if we assume something, or if we assume somebody has done something because they've done that, or that's what they're thinking, or whatever, that can actually get us into a bit of a mess, okay? It's like, that is their personal experience. We are living ours. We're not living anybody else's, okay? So this has nothing to do with how we think they feel. This is why I don't like when I do readings, a lot of people will ask me how the other person is feeling. What do they feel about me? What do they, a reading should be, I feel, about empowerment for you, okay? Because we cannot control anybody else, okay? And people will assume things, and, and we get ourselves into this mess of made upness because one assumption leads to another. And they say, when you assume, it makes an ass out of me and you. So like I say, this is I feel is very important for this Pisces. So I'm sorry if anybody doesn't want to hear this, but it's this is what came through that I had to actually say today. So it's like I say, if you want something or if you're upset about something, be clear about it. Don't be a victim with it, because when we make assumptions or when we think we're being judged or when we think we're being victimized, then we start to blame another person. And this is where resentment comes in. And this is where there's a negativity that crosses, and then every action has a reaction, okay? So like I say, if we don't make assumptions, or if we can say, excuse me, sorry, I didn't really understand what you meant there. Could you explain it, please? Say that to somebody, and then that gives them the chance to explain it without the drama and without anybody getting resentful or hurt within this as well, okay? And the fourth one is always do your best, okay? And this, it says your best changes from moment to moment. Your best is different when you are happy. Your best is different when you are sad. The best is different when you are healthy, and your best is different when you are sick. Okay? Thank you, Guafa. I love that word, Guafa. I really, really love it. So it's doing your best means you're doing what you can at that time with the tools that you have. Okay? This as well, I've had a lot of people recently messaging me saying, that my readings are getting less, that I'm not fulfilling promises for readings, that I'm all of this, okay? And yes, I'm not doing as much YouTube because I am doing a lot more personal readings, okay? I'm doing personal readings, I'm doing personal growth, there is a lot of stuff here. I'm doing a lot of study. This is one of the reasons I moved to this island, because within my practice, I've studied this for years, but I still need to deepen my practice, and that is so beneficial, not just for me, but for the work that I do as well. These videos are a free addition to the work that I actually do. I love doing them, and if I could do them every day, I would. But at the moment, just time isn't there to do them because other things are getting in the way. So life is getting in the way. Life and work is getting in the way of me doing as many readings as I'd like to, okay? But I am still there and I am doing my best. But my best will change. Give it a month when I'm in my new house and I may have a lot more time, and that's it. And then I can do more. So like I said, don't judge people on what they're doing, because if they're doing their best, that is all that they can do at that time, and know that that will change as well. And also with yourself, don't feel pressured. I've had a couple of wobbles where I'm like, oh God, should I be doing that? Should I be, and it's like, no, I shouldn't, because I am doing what I'm meant to do. I'm doing what Spirit are telling me to do. I'm on my path and I'm doing all of this. And like I say, I am sorry that I can't do as many of them, but I'm doing what I can, so this is teaching me that I need to be patient with myself as well, and I am not letting anybody down, okay? I do my personal readings and everybody goes away with the answers they seek, which is what I'm meant to do. This is my work, okay? People say that they like these videos. Yeah, you get about 9-10 dislikes or whatever, but when you get like 300 likes, it evens out. So like I say, people can make us feel that we aren't doing enough, but if we know we're doing our best, then we can't let that affect us as well, so like I say, I hope that makes sense about the 4 agreements to you all. I just felt I had to say it. Spirit said to say it, and I feel it will be very beneficial in some way over this Pisces moon, okay? Peace and love. They've just pointed there to my necklace. Peace and love there. So, right, did that make sense to anybody before I start the readings? Sorry, there was stuff coming up there, but I was sort of picking up what I was getting in the message I had to get out, so I didn't read all of the messages. I'm so sorry. If there's something specifically that people want to say, if you just keep doing it as well. A coconut cream pie, nice. I've just made beetroot soup today and then tried to eat it, and I have a problem with soup. I can't eat soup. I don't know, it just, the texture of it or whatever, from being young, I haven't been able to do it. So my friend had it and said it was lovely. It looks good, but I couldn't eat it, so I'm going to have to go and get something else, I think. Oh, lovely. Yeah, there's a lot of triggers going on, but like I say, face them. You know, this is what we're here to do. You know, we need to face them and confront them, and that's when we will get through them quicker as well, and better and easier as well. Okay, hi Rock, thank you. I do want to say as well that I'm now, obviously, as some of you know, I am on the island of Ibiza, and if anybody is coming to Ibiza or anybody is in Ibiza, I am currently doing readings in person. For a long time, I stopped doing readings in person, energetically wise and stuff like that. But now I'm being called to do it again. It's been fabulous. So I'm reading in person for people again, and I'm loving it. So if anybody comes to Ibiza, hit me up. You can actually book in, and I can meet you in real life time as well. Okay? So being in hermit mode during Pisces. Yeah, hermit mode. If you go to Instagram or my Facebook page, you will have a look at the card that I pulled for today, and it was all about going internal. Aloneness. Now, that isn't feeling lonely. Sometimes we need this aloneness just to reset. You know, in the picture, there was a woman at the sea. I go to the sea to cry, to rejoice, and to reset. Okay, I'm very lucky over here because I'm surrounded by beautiful beaches. You're never alone. Spirit are always with you, you know. There's a difference between alone and lonely, I feel. Okay? And sometimes it's better to be by yourself than be with people who don't actually, you know, gel with you or are not for your higher good as well. You know, it's better to have sort of nothing there than something that isn't very good. How do you spell that? I don't know. Spell what, Jennifer? What is it you want to spell? Yeah, sometimes, you know, a lot of times when we're lonely, we accept people into our lives that normally we wouldn't have, but it's because it's a little bit of something, you know, and that isn't good. Okay, that is settling and that is compromising and that is not good. Yeah, I agree, Irish Lizzie and Anne Marie. Ibiza, yes. Ibiza, God, I love this place. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do for these readings here, I'm firstly going to pull an Osho card, okay, for like this is the root of it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm looking at the new moon in Pisces, and I'm pulling a card to try and help you understand what you are feeling and why, okay? So I think that's very important rather than just predictions here. Then I'm going to look at what it is you are leaving or need to leave behind. What is coming back, so what is being rebirthed or reborn within you, and what is after, okay? It's a very, very magical spiritual island. There's a lot of people from Holland here as well. So, right, I'm going to start with earth signs as well. Okay, so we have these. This is for the earth signs. I'm sorry, I don't have time to do for every single sign because we're going to interview a new flatmate shortly, so that is good. Yeah, the words are very, very powerful. People don't realize how much they are. So this is for earth signs for the new moon in Pisces, okay? So what do we have from here? Right, this is interesting. Very interesting. Wow, what beautiful cards for earth signs here. Absolutely beautiful. So this is saying, why you have been feeling the way that you have been feeling, okay, is almost like, I feel some earth signs are feeling very alone. It's almost like you've been feeling how you are because you need to realize that you are your own security, okay? This is where you will feel safe. This is where you will feel love, okay? This is self-love, earth signs. This is it. So if you've been going through turmoil and uncomfortableness and all of this, this is because it's saying this has been trying to make you stronger. I mean, look, we have Ace of Pentacles there. What a beautiful, beautiful card. And this is saying, it's almost, we have the lotus flower in there. And the lotus flower, okay, the strongest, most beautiful lotus flower comes from the deepest, darkest, shittiest mud, okay? So it's like the more shit that you get on, like put on you, the stronger and more beautiful you will grow. And this is what it's saying to you here. It's almost like you've had to find your new balance, okay? Your balance within yourself and not look to externals to provide your security. Because when I'm looking at what you need to leave behind is... This sounds really strange what I'm going to say here and what they're saying. It's almost like you need to leave family, friends and everything behind. This doesn't mean cut them out of your life, okay? But this is not expecting them to give you the security that you crave, okay? You kind of keep expecting everybody to be there as your, it's almost like they're showing me there like a pinball. You've been going this one, that one, that one, that one, you know, looking around for your security when really it is actually within you. Everything that you need is within you, and this is trying to like toughen you up. It's almost like you've been to an emotional boot camp, you know, where spirit have been saying, right, okay, I'm going to work you fucking hard here, you know, but then when you come out of this boot camp, you know you don't need them other people, so you're not reliant on them. So then there's the time that you can spend with them is beautiful. It's unconditional. You're not wanting anything from them, and they're not having to give anything back. So I hope that makes sense. I'm really liking this spread. I'm liking how they're working here. So what is being born with you? There is this strength being born. It's almost like I say, you are rising from the ashes here, earth signs, okay? And you are coming from a place of love, because when you are giving yourself this self-love and you realize that this is when you get your security, this is when you can give love to the world. And this is what I'm seeing. It's almost like, you know, it's almost like you're rocking your good self, if that makes sense. And it's like you're allowing your emotions, but you're allowing them to come out. You're expressing yourself to people. You know, you're really, really stepping into who you truly are. No longer are you being a victim. No longer are you feeling victimized or whatever. It's like you're thinking, right, okay, my wounds and my pain have made me the person I am today. And, you know, you're going to go out there and you are going to speak your truth to anybody that will listen as well, okay? So this is it. This is beautiful, but you are doing it with an open heart. Your heart is no longer closed by pain or betrayal or anything like that. This is like, you know, it's like you're bursting forth. There's what's the Annie Nin song, Annie Nin quote, and it's something, the day came when it was more powerful to stay in the bud than it was to blossom. And this is what I'm getting for you, earth signs, okay? And what awaits you? You have the star. This is balance. This is wishes coming true. This is you knowing that you can, you know, have anything that you want, because you know that if you believe it enough, you can do it, okay? This is it. It's you can do it. You will give yourself everything that you need, because you have helped yourself on these stormy waters. You have navigated and you have steered yourself out of this, okay? So this is when you are just, it's almost like I can smell the flowers, the fragrance. It's like this fragrance of success I'm getting here, you know? So I hope that made sense, earth signs. I absolutely love that, okay? What a fabulous, this moon is going to be very, very powerful for you. Please let me know if that resonated as well. So right, who will I do after this? I do air, okay? I said I smell the spring. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's like spring has sprung, okay, Nancy? Right, so this is for air signs. This is for air signs. What is it we need in this new moon spread? 2 seconds. I'm just going to, it's saying my battery is Stein. I'm just going to plug it in there. And then I'll have to get a move on. Right, okay. Yay. Hearing you from you is like when your favourite song comes on the radio and you turn it up, sing along, and it picks up your day. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. What a lovely, lovely thing to say. Right, okay. So this is for air signs, yeah? Right, air signs, air signs. What does this new moon in Pisces have in store for you? Right, okay, this one's interesting as well. I really, really like this spread. I like doing these as well. Right, okay, so help me understand the way I've been feeling. Why have you been feeling the way you've been feeling, air signs, okay? And I feel it. Sorry, they're just talking to me there. And they're going, because they've cut off their creativity, you know. This is why your creativity is being stifled. Your standing up for who you are is being stifled. You have been allowed to be put in a box and you are not living the life that you ought to be living. You are not living true to you. You are not taking the joy and happiness and everything that you actually deserve to be living. Okay, air signs? It's almost like you have been dumbing yourself. Sorry, I wanted to say dimming yourself there, and they said dumbing yourself, so please forgive me for that. That was their words, not mine. It's like you've turned your light out for some reason, or so for some people. And it's almost like you have cut off your supply of creativity, of joyfulness, of happiness, of being you, of being unique. You know, your uniqueness. It's like you're trying to fit in. Why the hell are you trying to fit in when you were born to stand out? You know, this is why you have been experiencing a lot of uncomfortableness, air signs, I really, really feel. So this is saying what you need to leave behind with this, what you need to release to this new moon is this feeling of inadequacy, or feeling that you need to be something in order to be accepted or whatever. Okay, what you need to do is you need to stand tall and you need to kick back against the bricks. I don't know why they say kick against the bricks. I don't know, was that a Johnny Cash song? It was, wasn't it? Kicking against the bricks or something. Right. Yeah, but you need to actually step into your brilliance. You need to see that you are allowed to be a success, okay? That you are allowed to rise above and rise in vibration, because this is when you will start to breathe. And it's almost like I feel you've been so kind of suffocated, and this is where the uncomfortableness comes in. But like I say, the second you realize how powerful, how amazing and how glorious you are, you know, this is what this moon is wanting to tell you, to leave behind the smallness, okay, and step onto that pedestal. Put yourself on it if nobody else is going to do it, and then you will see that this is a success. Because what is happening here, it's almost like you have given up on life in some way. It's like you are sitting there, you know, you don't like where you are, you know, but you're sort of feeling, well, this is it, you know, it's like I've made my bed, I've got to lie in it. No, you haven't. Rip them sheets off and make yourself another bed. Make yourself another bed like the Princess and the Pea, with all of these wonderful, fabulous, luxurious mattresses on it, okay? Because this is it. You need comfort. And if you can't find that comfort, I don't think you've got that comfort where you are, okay? Your comfort will only come when you actually sort of stand up and demand it, or demand the respect, you know, that you deserve, okay? This is it. It's stepping up. So it's getting out of your own way, air signs. It's pushing other people aside if they don't see your brilliance and they're keeping you down, you know, because it's only, you know, yeah, it's like people pulling you down because they know how successful you can be, okay? And then what you are getting with this, what is coming from this, it's almost like a, you know, it's like a hallelujah moment. I'm getting this big, like, sort of light from the gods coming down as well, and it's almost like there is an opening for you, okay? It's almost like, you know, when it's like an open sesame, it's almost like I can feel these big stone pillars opening to make way for this new life for you, where you are secure, where you are stand tall, where you know you are safe, and you know that you are safe to be exactly who you are. Okay, nobody can tell you who you need to be. You need to remember. Okay, and this is absolutely fantastic. You do this and April is going to be what a month, you know. What a month it's going to be. Okay, so I hope that made sense. Earth, air signs, sorry, air signs that was for. Wow, I know this is air signs, but bloody hell, the fire and the passion that is coming out or that awaits you here is absolutely fantastic. That's got me all riled up as well. It's like the universe is giving you this opportunity. You are getting a gift this new, this Pisces moon. Wow, okay. Thank you. I'm so connected. I went to this healing thing the other day and I got up as a not as a model, what was it, as a volunteer. And the guy put needles into my neck where I was tense. And he went, oh, he says, you're so charged. I don't know if he meant tense or charged, because I do tend to give people electric shocks and that all the time. I get them myself. It's like, it's bizarre. When I get excited or when I get stressed or anything like that, I blow computers up and cars and everything. Right, okay. Oh, I forgot to do the Osho cards with them, but I'll pull an Osho card for each one at the end of this, okay? So, right, so I've done earth, I've done air, I'm going to do water now, okay? Yeah, are we sliders, Mandy? That's what we are, we're sliders. Did you get Bailey's for your coffee? No, but yesterday I did. And I'm off this week as well, I'm on holiday, so I had plenty yerbas as well. Yerbas is my favourite thing in the world, and I think it's medicine. The place where I drink, the guy makes it himself, and it's like this herb liqueur. God, it's good. It's like, you know, we haven't had flu or anything with it when we say that it's that. But yeah, coffee and Bailey's, coffee con Bailey's, con Helio, I think it is. My Spanish is terrible. It's really, really bad today. So, right, so we've done earth, we've done air, now I'm doing water, okay? So this is for water signs, this is for water signs. Right, whoa, they're flying all over. What is going on with water signs, okay? This is it, your water signs, there's some, right, okay, this is it, this is what they tell me. Water signs, there is something that you're trying to avoid. You know, you're not wanting to face up to something, you're not wanting to... Yeah, what is it you're not wanting to do? You're not wanting to face something, this Pisces moon. Do you have Italian origins? I don't know, Chris. I was once actually told that there was Romany gypsy, but I don't know. I would love to get one of these birth charts done, you know, or these DNA tests to see, because my family, we have quite dark eyes. I'm the lightest colouring within my family, but yeah, we all look very different. But my mum used to tell me that when I was a child, I was left on the doorstep by a gypsy, and I actually, you know, it wouldn't surprise me. I'm the only one in my family that has this like wanderlust. I'm the psychedelic sheep of the family, I think. So yeah, I don't know what my origins are. Yeah, watch for your moon and rising as well, you know. Yeah, the Spain thing is quite interesting, because I was very drawn here. And my blood group is quite rare as well, and it tends to come from over these parts. So, I don't know, maybe I've been drawn back home. I don't know. So, right, okay, this is for water, who's avoiding everything. They're even making me speak here so that I don't do the reading. So I don't do the reading, okay? So it's like, yeah, something that you're hiding. Right, do you ever do super chat? I just seen that today, New Days. And it's, I can't do this on my computer. I need to get it set up. There's a friend in England who's technically much better than me. I'm going to ask them to set it up on my computer, and then, because I don't know what the super chat means. Does it highlight things or one thing? Oh, thank you, Laurie. Yeah, I'm not very technically minded. So, right, okay, this is for water signs. Water signs who are wanting to run in all corners of this thing and not actually take any of this on board. So, right, the reason you have been feeling how you've been feeling, whatever it is, okay, with this Pisces moon, is I feel this is you have been too stuck in the past, okay? This is you've been looking back to yesteryear, you've been thinking things were so much better then, you've been stuck in the past, and this has been stopping you from moving forward. So whatever you've been feeling, discomfort, sadness, whatever, if you're feeling emotional, Tanisha, have a look. What have you been thinking to the past about? Because this is what it's saying, okay? It's saying past. Some of you, this could be something that is happened in your childhood, you know. Maybe look at, you know, if this is around relationships, look at what you were taught about relationships when you were young. You know, did you feel loved as a child? Did you feel safe? Were your family relationships healthy, or were they toxic? You know, this is what we need to look at, because we've all had different upbringings, okay, and we've all, you know, it sort of formed who we are. But what we need to do is look back, and we need to break the cycle, okay, because it starts with us. Yes, Tanisha, I understand the abandonment issues, you know, I have them myself. I try to recognize them, but sometimes they come back, you know, but it's looking at it, and it's like, right, okay, this is why I'm feeling like this, and realizing that our past does not mean it's the truth, okay? Things that we were taught then does not mean it was the truth, okay? So this is what we need to break. And this is what it's saying. That is why you've been feeling however you've been feeling, okay? This is it. I'm sorry that you were abused there. You know, abuse is a terrible thing. But, you know, you are a victor. You are a victor of abuse, okay? Not a victim of abuse. And this is where we change the line just by, you know, somebody said how powerful words are. That's how powerful they are. You know, I am a victor of abuse rather than I am a victim, okay? And that's it. A simple word can just change you and actually make you stronger and make you taller, okay? That is not dismissing what anybody has actually been through, okay? Please don't. This is a general reading, what I'm doing when I speak to people in personal readings, okay? This is when I can help them heal, you know, with their own old wounds. So please, I'm not taking any of this lightly, okay? But like I say, it's all about, you know, if it hurts and it's paralyzing you, that is why it's saying you need to let it go, okay? This is it. This is why it is coming up. If it's coming to the surface, it needs to be addressed and then let go of, okay? So what it's saying is this need for what you are leaving behind, what is leaving, what needs to be released here, okay, is that you need to build your foundations on your past and do things in that way that you've always done them. They don't, okay? That is not what you need to do this time, water signs. This is saying, and a lot of water signs, I feel, you know, when I said there was the avoidance at the beginning, it's almost like that you need to be strong, you need to be hard, you need to be tough in order to get through life. That isn't been helping you. That has been keeping you bound and keeping you restricted, okay? So what this is saying is what is being born within you, again, is this opening of your heart, this opening of your emotions, this being welcoming, this letting these emotions come over you like a floodgate. You know, if them waters are there, stop trying to hold them back. You know, let them come. Let the tears pour if they need to, because once you've let them go, that's it, they're gone. And this is when you can actually sort of be cleansed in a way, okay? So this is what it's saying. Don't be afraid, Melanie. This is saying this Pisces moon, get out there, scream at the moon, cry, you know, whatever you need to do, but you need to release water signs. This is what it is. You cannot keep grieving for what has happened, because this is stopping you from living what will happen, you know, and what can happen, okay? So that is what it's saying, you know. You need to, it's almost like the past has done, we can't change it, but you can change your future, and you can go into this with your heart wide open and loved, and the people that have hurt you or whatever in the past, leave them in the past. Do not let them, you know, they damaged your past, do not let them damage your future, okay? So I really hope that makes sense to water signs, okay? Avoidance is not going to help you at this time. This is about, you know, letting your feelings come. Don't be scared of your feelings. If they're there and they keep knocking, answer that fucking door, because you will be so pleased that you will, you know, because this is going to free you. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to water signs there. Wow, God, I didn't realize these would be this powerful, and I'm sorry if I swear or whatever, but this is the way it comes out, and this is the way I read, okay? So, right, what do we have now? I wished I had a drink here. I wished I had a Yervas or a Bailey's here, you know. Right, okay, so we're on fire. We're on fire. Right, okay. I hope that makes sense. I love doing these lives, you know. It puts pressure on, because I'm like, oh God, what are they going to come out with, you know. But I really feel when I just let myself go, that's when it comes right. Whoa. Right, okay. So we're looking at fire signs here. No, you're not zapping my energy at all. When I do these readings, I get it back. This is why I prefer to do them rather than the pre-recorded ones, because the pre-recorded ones I'm talking to a camera. With these, I'm getting it back all of the time. So thank you for that. You know, this is when we get into the flow. So right, okay. So this is for fire signs. I really wish that they would save the messages so that I can read them, because I'm sorry, I'm not being rude by not answering them. It's just they go so fast. So right, so fire signs, this Pisces moon. Pisces moon. Yeah, Jupiter's going retro. I said that the other day. I was having an off day, and then I said to my friend, oh, it's Jupiter going retro. Oh, there's Louisa just ran out there. What, 10 minutes? Right, okay, I've been told I've got 10 minutes to do. So, right, okay, this is fire, okay? Fire signs for the Pisces new moon. What is it we need to know? Okay. Yeah, do art for the love of it, okay? That is it. I used to teach art, and I you know, it wasn't about art. It's about mark making. That is it, mark making. Whoa. Right, okay. So this is for fire signs. So, right, what have we got here? Right, okay. So fire signs, why have you been feeling the way that you've been feeling? Because you're trying to cling on to something. You're trying to hang on to something. This is what it is. I don't know if this is around relationships, but you're trying to like get everything in like this and keep tight a hold of it. So if you have been feeling exhausted, if you have been struggling, if you have been feeling anything like that, fire signs, this is because you are trying to claim something as yours. You are not wanting to let go of something that is not for you or not working for you, okay? So there's this little bit feeling of lack and feeling like you have to have what you need, okay? So that is why you have been feeling a bit bad, I feel, fire signs, okay? And this is saying, what do you need to do in order with this Pisces moon? What is this Pisces moon telling you? This Pisces moon is saying to you, let go, okay? Let go. Sometimes it hurts less to let go than it does to hold on, and I feel that is a massive message for some of you fire signs here, okay? It's almost like it's almost like you're trying to freeze time, and you're trying to keep that snapshot so that everything is how it was, and that isn't going to happen. And this is preventing you from healing these old wounds that I talked about in the beginning that you need to heal, okay? This is what you need to do. You need to let go of someone, of something, or some situation. You know, this is what, because God, I'm literally, my hands are like this. You know, I feel that tight and that wound up. I am so tense reading for the fire signs here, okay? So it's like I say, let it go. Let it go. I don't know what it means. You will know yourself what you need to do, because you need to come from a place of love. It's almost like my head. I'm wanting to hold my head here. My head is really, really, it's like, God, don't know what's going on inside your head, fire signs, but, you know, please, release it, you know, release it, because this is there's so much stress here for you as well. So what is coming for you is love, they're saying, okay? So if this is a relationship that you're holding on to that is not working for you, let it go, because there is real love coming in for you, whether this is self-love or what, okay? This is it. It's about you sort of, I don't know, it's almost like you've been putting band-aids over this wound and hoping that it'll go away, and it's not going to. The only way it's going to open is for you to be vulnerable and, you know, let the air get to it, okay? You need to air something. This could be your this could be your words, this could be your thoughts, this could be something has got to be out into the open, something has got to be released, and you need to release something as well, they're saying there, okay? So this is it. It's almost like, you know, they say if you love something, let it go. If it comes back, it was meant to be. If it wasn't, it was never yours in the first place. Why would you cling on to something that you know is wriggling and squirming and not wanting to be there, you know? This is it. Let whatever comes to you come on its own accord, rather than you trying to hang on to something. I hope that makes sense, fire signs. And they're saying what awaits you after this is a totally new way of being, a new way of new ideas, where you are feeling strong, you are feeling powerful, you are not constantly worrying that something is going to leave you because you've opened the door. You know, this is it. It's like you will see a lot more things come to you, and it's almost like you will feel better. Frozen, yeah, let it go, Melanie, exactly. You know, it's almost like when this dust settles, it's almost like you've been in this empty desert landscape, I'm getting, and it's like, wow, what is going on, you know? But once you let go, you're allowing more stuff to come to you, okay? When you're holding on, you are restricting, you are stopping, you're coming from a place of lack. Let it go and come from a place of abundance, and this is what you'll get. And if it's real love that you want, you know, let it in. But you can only let it in once you let something else go. You need to make room, fire signs, okay? So I hope that made sense to you all. Wow, I wasn't expecting it to be as heavy. There were really powerful messages that come through. But, you know, thank you for being here, and thank you for... You see, this island's like magic. Look at that. And as if by magic, a year has appeared. Thank you, darling. God, I love Louisa. She's amazing. People over on the island are actually saying, there's somebody who was chatting Louisa up the other day, and they were like, can I ask, are you and Tanya a couple? And I just want to put it out there. No, we're not a couple. Louisa is my dear, dear friend. I love her dearly, but both of us like guys. Okay, so yeah, it's... and you of us. So yeah, I hope that made sense to some of you. What I am doing, I was supposed to be off next week because I'm moving, but I've opened up readings. So if anybody would like a reading, like I say, this Pisces moon, it's all about getting to the heart of the matter, cleaning that wound out in order for it to heal and to carry on. So if anybody would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch. I'm going to put the link under here once I've finished this reading, okay? And I do have availability for next week. So if anybody would like a reading, please get in touch, you know. Guava, have a great day, and gracias to you also. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. Please let me know all of these comments. Can you comment on the video once it's up, because I can't read them, you know, I can't see them. So yeah, if you like this, please subscribe, please pass these on to your friends. You know, it's all about spreading the love. And I also feel it's about shedding as well. This Pisces moon, embrace it. It is happening for you, no matter how uncomfortable it is, okay? So like I say, if you want a personal reading, please click on the link below. I think I might do some different readings later on in next week, but yeah, have a fabulous week and embrace Pisces, okay? Remember, it's the creative, it's the artist, and sometimes that madness and genius, they need to come together in order for the magic to appear, okay? So have an absolutely fabulous one. Salut.